Hi, I'm Pancho. So, wanted to come here. This is on Melrose, and I haven't been to this shop yet, so I wanted to come check it out. I found this location looking it up online. Just a list of good places to go to and proximity. So, as soon as I saw it was on Melrose, it was just a place I had to go to. The reviews were pretty good about there were comics and everything for all types of ranges of ages. They said that lots of famous people have come. You can get a gumball if you want.
Yeah, it's $7.99 for each one.
They have a lot of different choices of comics, not just Marvel and DC, but just lots of different things. I'm excited to check it out. Yeah, this, first thing I saw was, I thought it was Spider-Man, but I guess it's the Batman thing. That's really cool. Those little figures. That's really cool. I don't have a lot of figures. Oh, I've been a comic fan my whole life. Before video games, because it's kind of more expensive. You go for the comics, and especially there's some stores where you can just browse through them for the day. You don't even have to buy them. I'm getting all these and checking out the cool stuff. Look, Spider-Man and Hulk. What? Makes you want to look at it. Good. Really good comics. Really good stuff. That's what made me want to get this stuff. They're cool to read. See a different one, because it says Wanted Bruce Banner. This one says, they both say the Immortal Hulk, but this one's Great Power and that one's Wanted Bruce. And see, the number is different too. So see, that's how you can tell it's part of a series of books. Immortal Hulk. And there's more. 26.
Why do you like Hulk?
Oh, Hulk is just super strength. It's really cool. I think. I was trying to look for that. I got some comics, but they're just like all random numbers and different area, in order to. They're just in order differently. They just look very cool, so I wanted to show him. And I know a little bit about it too. I don't know this guy. This looks very cool, and then that looks really good for him too. That he would like.
Sorry.
Good plan. A little Brian K. Vaughan action. So, whatever we're going to have is going to be in this stack. Although we may have more available on our website. But, yeah. So, I think that we really want. Yeah, so that will just pop out. All right, yeah, no, I mean, we've been around for 40 years. It's been family owned the whole time. We're really fortunate to have a lot of creators, TV people, writers, artists, musicians, all kinds of stuff. They're in here weekly. You can walk around the aisles and find random comics that are signed by the writers. And we don't charge anything extra just because it's like the guy comes in and he wrote the book, he'll sign a stack and put them out.
We saw that, yeah.
Jerry
That's
Duggan
awesome.
actually used to work here and now writes a bunch of stuff for Marvel. He's a pretty acclaimed writer. Mark Andreyko, who's done a lot of work for DC, co-created Manhunter. He's in here like several days a week. He helps us around the shop, and it's really awesome. I don't really have a favorite type of customer, but it is always really cool, like picking the brains of different creatives and people who work in various industries.
It's
And
very like mainstream right now, right?
totally, yeah. And I think it's cool too because as like comic book inspired movies are becoming more and more popular, it's kind of getting a new wave of fans getting into reading the books, and the movies really only scratch the surface, and it allows people to like jump deeper into it. I myself was like a pretty casual comic fan, and when I started working here and saw all the options that there are, I mean, there's something for everybody. You just got to kind of find it. Joseph over there has got a ton of like alternative picks that people who aren't familiar would have no clue, and as soon as they read a few of his recommendations, they're hooked. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got.
That's awesome. Thank you so
it's
much.
a really great experience, and actually as like a little kind of footnote, Sam Jackson's got a pull box here. Comes in a couple times a year. He was just here like a month or so ago, and I mean, he reads comics just like everybody else who walks in the door. They all, you know, whether they're well known or not, you know, everybody kind of leaves their ego at the door when they come in, and everybody's here for the same reason, you know what I mean?
That's awesome,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson was a customer at our old location. Yeah, it's really cool, man. It's cool stuff.
One, there was two, and then it's missing. So, you know, sometimes that would happen, and then I do remember like I would do that. I would get like 1 to 3, and then you'd have to ask them, "Can you order these ones? Because I want to get those ones." And then I would actually come back to get the 4, 5, and 6 or whatever, just because it's something that you can take home and read whenever you want.
Like 2 weeks ago? Yeah. 2677 is going to be your total.
Wow.
And would you like?
The store seemed, I guess it was small, but they didn't have a lot of extra stuff, kind of just stuff that only people were gravitating towards. A lot of the normal comics you see, but then, you know, Rick and Morty, I've never seen that in the comic, but I would like to read that sometime.
Do they have that?
They had Rick and Morty, yeah. I just didn't come across it yet. Yeah, they definitely go hand in hand. They make a lot more comics than they do video games. And also with movies, you know, both movies and video games only choose like a certain part of the story, but the stories of everything is just so big. You know, like Avengers, they skipped a lot of that. About certain characters, you know, their life and what they did and stuff like that. That's all in comics, so you could see everything that happened before the Thanos, you know, and it's just a lot more. The comic book stores are actually really cool. Just looking through all the comics, I ended up getting a couple that were out of order, but it doesn't even matter. You know, it looks really fun, and it's real.